Welcome back to Rise and Thrive. I'm Emma Sullivan, and today we're talking about the richest place on earth. Anyone want to guess where that is?
I'm David Park, and I'm going with Swiss banks. Final answer.
Wrong. The richest place on earth is the graveyard. Y'all buckle up because we're about to get philosophical and slightly morbid, but in a fun way.
The graveyard. Emma, you've officially lost me. How is a cemetery rich?
Because that's where all the unwritten books lie sleeping. The songs that were never sung, the inventions that were almost started, the paintings that never made it out of someone's mind. It's basically the biggest lost property office for human brilliance.
Oh, that's actually quite dark, but also profound.
Right? Imagine all the music, art, stories, and ideas that could have changed the world, all buried because someone didn't believe in themselves quite enough.
Well, that's depressing. Is this a wellness podcast or an existential crisis podcast?
Here's the thing, though. I'd rather haunt the world with my weird ideas while I'm alive than let them haunt me after I'm gone. That's the wellness angle.
Okay, I'm listening.
Every great thing ever made started exactly the same way, as a dream. A silly, floaty, soap bubble thought that could have popped at any moment. The kind that makes you grin and then immediately go, oh, don't be ridiculous.
Soap bubble thought. I like that description.
But the people who changed the world, they didn't pop the bubble. They cupped their hands around it. They whispered, okay, let's see what happens if I follow this.
Give me an example.
The Wright brothers. Two lads with bicycles who thought, yeah, let's fling ourselves off cliffs with wings. What could possibly go wrong? Spoiler, lots. But they kept at it.
And now we complain about legroom in planes. Progress.
Exactly. Or Beethoven writing symphonies he couldn't even hear. Or someone deciding humanity really needed a springy metal toy that walks downstairs. Behold the Slinky.
Wait, we're comparing Beethoven to the Slinky?
Yes, because greatness and ridiculousness are next-door neighbors. You've got to be willing to visit both. That's the secret nobody tells you.
So you're saying my ridiculous ideas might actually be brilliant?
Maybe. Here's the truth. You've got treasure inside you. Yes, you, David. Maybe it's a story that won't leave you alone, or a half-formed idea, or a song you hum when no one's listening.
I do hum when I'm alone. How did you know that?
Because everyone does. The question is, will you let it breathe, or will you tuck it away in that quiet little corner marked someday?
And someday is...
The postcode of the graveyard. If we're honest, someday means never. The graveyard doesn't need more gifts. It's already crammed full. The world, however, is hungry for what you've got.
Okay, but here's my problem. When I tell people my ideas, they do this polite little nod that says, oh, bless, you're unwell.
That's perfect. Every dream worth chasing looks slightly mad at first. You're in excellent company. You know who else got that nod? The Wright brothers. Beethoven, probably. The Slinky guy, definitely.
The Slinky guy is my role model now.
As he should be. Look, you're going to fall on your face sometimes. Possibly in public. But better a glorious faceplant on the way to something extraordinary than a safe little life of what-ifs.
Glorious faceplant. You have such a way with words.
Y'all, this is what wellness actually looks like. Not just green smoothies and meditation, though those are fine, but also pursuing the weird dream that scares you.
So how do we actually do this? I can't just quit my job and become a professional slinky inventor.
You don't need a 5-year plan or a bullet point strategy. You just need the first step and the nerve to take it. The rest appears as you go.
That sounds terrifying and liberating simultaneously.
That's exactly what it should feel like. Write the messy first draft. Paint the thing that scares you. Sing off key until it isn't. Plant a tree you might never sit under.
Plant a tree I might never sit under. That's poetic.
Because the moment you dream something, really dream it, you've already cracked open the door between imagination and reality. That one small, silly, beautiful thought might outlive you.
Okay, I'm actually getting inspired here. But what if I fail spectacularly?
Then fail spectacularly. Laugh about it. Begin again. When your time comes, as it does for all of us, may the graveyard hold only your bones and none of your brilliance.
That's actually beautiful. Morbid, but beautiful.
Here's what I want listeners to understand. You don't need to know the how. You just need to start. The world is waiting. Not for someone perfect, not for someone ready, but for you, exactly as you are.
With my half-formed idea and my inability to commit to anything?
With your half-formed idea, your wild heart, and your tiny spark of a what-if soap bubble, that's exactly who the world needs.
Y'all, if you're feeling called out right now, in a good way, please like and subscribe to Rise and Thrive. Emma's basically daring us to live bolder lives.
I am. I'm double, triple dog daring you. Don't let the graveyard claim your dreams. Do the thing that makes you nervous. Start the project you've been putting off.
What if it's ridiculous?
Especially if it's ridiculous. Be ridiculous. Be brave. Because honestly, what's the alternative? Spending your whole life wondering what if.
That does sound worse than public failure.
It is. Look, I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow and become a trapeze artist. Unless that's your dream, in which case, do it. But I am saying, make space for the thing that lights you up,
Even if it's small?
especially if it's small. 15 minutes a day on your weird project is 15 minutes, not donated to the cemetery. That's compound interest on your dreams.
Compound interest on dreams. You're turning wellness into finance analogies now.
Whatever works. The point is, every masterpiece started as a mess. Every song started off key. Every business started as a napkin sketch. You're allowed to be terrible at first.
That's actually quite reassuring.
It should be, because perfectionism is just fear wearing a fancy hat. And fear wants you to play it safe, stay small, never try. Fear wants your dreams to die with you.
Wow, perfectionism is fear wearing a fancy hat. I'm writing that down.
Write it down and then do the scary thing anyway. That's the wellness practice nobody talks about. Courage as self-care.
Courage as self-care. That's a completely different frame than typical wellness advice.
Because typical wellness advice is often about comfort and safety. But sometimes the most caring thing you can do for yourself is take the risk. Pursue the dream. Be ridiculous in public.
Okay, so what's one thing someone listening right now should actually do?
Tonight, before bed, take 5 minutes and write down one dream you've been dismissing as silly or impossible. Just write it down. Don't judge it, don't fix it, don't make it practical. Just acknowledge it exists.
That's it? Just write it down?
That's the first step, because once you name the dream, it becomes real. It's not just a floating soap bubble anymore. It's a thing that exists in the world. And tomorrow, you can ask yourself, what's one tiny action I could take toward this?
One tiny action. That doesn't sound overwhelming.
It's not supposed to be. Maybe you research one thing, or tell one person, or spend 10 minutes doodling ideas. The point isn't to have the whole plan, it's to take the first step.
And if I fail?
Then you fail. But you'll fail alive, pursuing something that matters to you. Better than dying with all your brilliance still inside you, unused and unshared.
That's actually quite motivating. Terrifying, but motivating.
Here's the final thing I want to say. Your dreams don't have to be grand to matter. You don't have to invent flight or write symphonies. Maybe your dream is starting a small garden, or learning to bake, or writing letters to your grandkids.
Small dreams count too.
Every dream counts because it's your dream. It's the thing that makes you feel alive. And the world needs people who feel alive, not people who played it safe until they died.
So to summarize, write the messy thing, try the scary thing, be ridiculous in public, and don't donate your brilliance to the cemetery.
Perfect summary. And remember, you don't need permission, you don't need credentials, you don't need anyone to validate your weird idea. You just need to start.
What if people think I'm crazy?
They probably will. The Wright brothers were crazy until they weren't. Every dreamer looks slightly unwell until the dream works. You're in excellent company.
I'm joining the ranks of the slightly unwell dreamers.
Welcome. We're a fun group. We try things, fall down a lot, laugh about it, and keep going. Much better than the alternative, which is safety, boredom, and regret.
Until next time, go forth and be ridiculous. Apparently, that's the wellness advice for today.
It is. Fly and soar high, y'all. Don't let the graveyard claim your dreams. I can't wait to see what you come up with, and I'm cheering you on all the way.
This podcast is powered by voxcrea.ai, where ideas find their voice, even ridiculous soap bubble ideas.
Especially those